Hello, universe. Yeah, I stole his line again. Son of a bitch. Anyway, here for a short little bit. And, hey, YouTube finally released my stream from yesterday. Bastards. No explanation or anything else. Didn't get anything from that. No, nothing. Not one thing. Didn't say anything on why it was removed in the first place or nothing like that. No, they just let it go. And hello, Jeff Franklin, and hello, Richie Poole. Hello, CJ. Oh, I slept for 12 hours last night. Guess I needed some sleep. Kapla, Bird. No, I won't be on long. I'm not going to take up any of your time today, Bird. Let you do your stream. But yeah, 12 hours of sleep. I was tired. I was pooped. Rock Solid's wanting me to take up Bird stream time. Maybe he'll come up and explain that. Plus, this is kind of the after debate show that I probably should have done last night, but I was too freaking tired. I was exhausted. At least my face isn't hurting as bad, though it's still red and sunburnt. Yeah. Nope, it was funny. I woke up this morning, got online. The video still hadn't been released or anything. So I was just watching over last night's debate, trying to sit there and go through the comments that were going because I couldn't keep up with most of them last night because there was messages in the background and such. Hello, Mondo. So I didn't see most of the comments going on in the chat at the time of the debate. So I was going back and watching some of that today. And then I went and decided I was going to do this. And all of a sudden it's there. It's like, wow. Yesterday's stream. No explanation on what would have triggered it from being pulled down. But it's there now, so hey. That's all that matters, I guess. Even though nobody will watch it now. Hello, Yosef. Your neck is red? So Yosef is officially our European redneck. Is that what you're saying, Yosef? Richie Pools, that nails it down, Bird. I would keep an eye out. Asking about when he's going to go on later, and he just says, I'm not sure. So, for those of you in the chat right now, how did you think the whole discussion debate went last night? Too windy to be shirtless. So it was the wind made it a little chilly, but not super cold enough to Yeah, I seen a couple of spots where she didn't smile as much. She definitely didn't smile when I said the doctor should never have been a woman. Definitely got a non-smile out of that one. Joseph fell asleep. I know. It was late for you, plus it was boring. Still kind of felt like it was 4-on-1 at one point. But hey, I think I held my own for my end. Richie. I don't give a crap about Doctor Who. Yeah, I know. Well, all right, here's a story with Peggy. Or at least this is the story I was told. Her daughter plays D&D. They only have one headset, so her daughter needed the headset more because she was the DM of D&D and she didn't get the headset back until 15 minutes after the stream ended. That is what I was told. Howdy, Vile. That's all I know, though, Bird. That's just what I was told. She was hanging out in the lower section of the thing and leaving comments in the private chats and such. That's why I didn't see too much of what was going on in the normal chat because I was keeping up with that, trying to thing and and yeah. But I'm not going to ask for a third debate. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm done. I'm satisfied. I did what needed to be done. I said what needed to be said. I still find arguments on some of the points that they issued, but they're not going to change their mind, and I'm not going to change my mind. So it's basically at a standstill there. But I did get a few messages on Twitter and private messages last night after it, and they were from some of the UK people, and they kind of were happy that I was saying a lot of what I said. Yeah, Jeff was up there. He did a good job too, defending his positions, and I think all in all, it was fun though. Now I have to come up with the next big thing to discuss about. And no, it's not Star Trek or Star Wars because everybody else is covering those things. I need to find something that sets it apart for my own thing. And yes, Vile disagrees with me at one point, but hey. Or no, not Vile. Richie disagrees with me on the point of the woman thing, and Vile just says I'm wrong because of furries. Rock solid. I don't really care where he's is. Plain and simple. I'm just going to hold to the point that if they wanted a female Time Lord show, they should have made one. But they know it won't work. That's the whole thing with all these fandoms. They keep trying to push these agendas. They keep trying to push these agendas, and they know creating their own show won't work, so they got to take over established shows. And then they end up just destroying them because their ideas are not mainstream. I agree that it's completely bad writing, Franklin, Jeff. I'm still blah blah today. I agree that it's completely shit writing they got going on, but that's because of the agendas they're trying to push. They want to make it more about agendas than they do want to tell a good story. And that's why everything's going to shit. River Song spinoff would have been nice, Joseph. I agree. Hell, a spinoff with Jenny would have been nice. But the heads of these companies, you know, they lean towards one side of an aisle. Jeff, you were fairly in the middle. They already tried a K9 spinoff, Richie. It didn't. It only lasted one episode. K9 and Company. It failed. So no, you're not going to see a K9. There's just too much politics injected into these TV shows these days, and nobody wants to watch that shit except for the ones that are pushing it. Everybody else wants to watch a good story being told to escape the realities of life, if not for just an hour. K9's been seen, Yosef, a couple of times. Well, at least once in Doctor Who, when Sarah Jane first showed back up in the whole schoolyard. And then K9 went off and was on Sarah Jane adventures through that 5-season run. K9 stayed with Sarah Jane. Yes, there's always been politics in TV, but you know, a lot of these shows like Star Trek, Doctor Who used to do it a smart way. They'd give you something to think about, but they weren't beating you over the head with it. All they do now is beat you over the head. Class was canceled too because it was really horrible writing, and yeah, that they tossed that right out real quick. And that's why I say Doctor Who's not going to last, but probably one more season if they don't change the writing, because it's just as bad. K9 was in the school reunion episode. That's where Mickey figured out that he was the tin dog. Yeah, briefly in Journey's End, but that was just like a really quick nod, and he at least had a little bit bigger part in school reunion. Hey, JPs. I just say I had fun with the debate last night. I got my points out there. There was ones in the chat that got their points out there from what I was seeing. And here comes our lovable redneck from Europe.
Hello. I was like, you are talking to yourself here, so I was like, okay, let's jump in. I just grabbed my headset and yeah.
Well, at some point I need to learn to talk myself, but it's always fun to have somebody else up here.
Yeah, totally. And it's like reacting to the chat is one thing, and having a sparring partner is another. And I think it's always nice to have somebody up there you can talk to, even if it's me.
And
But I
to
think that's
answer, I gotta scroll back here. Richie Poole, was K9 retconned, or did he look the same as he did? He was retconned. He was brought up more modern. He had the basic same outlines. The ears were a little bit different on K9 and such, but hello, Night Breeze. Of course, everybody's in there mostly wanting Billy Piper.
Billy Piper to sit on my face. Not really. But yeah, she was a good companion, definitely. That's the actress that played Rose. By the way, Bird of Prey 5. If you should decide to watch it, because Jeff is trying to convince Bird that he should.
Well, I've tried to convince Bird he should start with Rose, the first episode of Eccleston, because that would give him the best shot of knowing what was going on in the series.
Probably the best approach, because honestly, I'm not sure, but for me it is pretty difficult to find. What's wrong with my dogs here? Oh,
they're mad.
No, something is happening outside, and they are just barking at the gate here. But that's okay. I basically started with Doctor Who, and I think very late after the reboot, 2008 or 2009 even. So that was my first contact with Doctor Who as a franchise. And honestly, I don't know even if there is in somewhere to find the old episodes that I could watch the older Doctors, you know, from the 80s even, or even 70s. That's the thing, because they had, yeah.
If you could get Pluto TV online, you can see classic Who.
Pluto TV, it's like the planet Pluto? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, just let me Google it.
And
Pluto
it's free.
TV.
I don't know if you can get it over in Europe.
Shouldn't be a problem with a VPN.
That's true.
But you know what? I'm pay. I have a paid VPN. I'm paying for PIA, private internet access. But for example, on Netflix, they immediately do geo-blocking on me. They find out. They immediately see that I'm running via a VPN, and I cannot watch Netflix, which is weird. On the other hand, you know, I have Discovery on Netflix, which you don't.
Yeah.
What a win.
But Pluto TV does have one specific channel that does 24 hours a day Doctor Who, and it's classic.
We are sorry, Pluto TV is currently not available in your location. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. I'm not going to start the VPN right now so that the connection doesn't break, but I will check it out.
I don't really have to watch Pluto because somehow I ended up with all the episodes of Doctor Who.
The thing is really from what I saw on short clips. I know rock solid. Pluto is not a planet. When I was in school, it was still a planet, and they just decided to put it into a Kuiper belt, small bodies, planetary bodies. Yeah, I know the story. Richie, unfortunately, there's an agreement that Pluto is not a planet anymore. Sorry.
Pluto will always be my planet.
Yeah. Hello, Jeff Franklin.
Hello, Joseph. Hello, DJ.
Hello, Jeff.
So, and the funny thing is with Doctor Who, basically what what I saw was with every single new Doctor, as they brought them after Eccleston, they were just younger, and younger, and then they jumped to what's his name?
Capaldi.
Capaldi, exactly. And it was very interesting for me to see, because by the time I understood that the Doctors were usually a bit older than what we got with Smith, for example, or even Tennant. So it was interesting to watch him, and I liked Capaldi in his first season when he was first confused and grumpy. It was such an interesting twist.
Now, see, I didn't care for Series 8, where he was, in his first series, grumpy, as you say.
You know what? For example, there are like a few episodes that I really enjoyed with him. There are some episodes that I really disliked with him. And what's the name of the impossible girl? What's her name?
Clara.
Clara. Everybody hates Clara.
I liked Clara.
I didn't. I liked Clara. Yeah.
I liked
Did you?
Clara at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but then she just started to annoy me way too much towards the end.
I think they overdid her run as a companion. She was I think either the longest one or the second longest companion in the reboot. I cannot speak obviously for the earlier Doctor Who, because that I didn't watch, and I don't know.
Well, I think she's pretty much tied with Amy. They
Yeah.
both had 2.5 series.
Amy and Rory, but Rory I like the Amy and Rory.
Rory wasn't a regular until the second series, or you could go back to the Christmas episode right before that.
Yeah. It's hard for me to just think about all those names and everything around that happened in Doctor Who, because I watched the episodes as they came out, and I watched them maybe once again, but otherwise I don't remember all of them. There are certain episodes that I really, really enjoy, and I have them on my playlist. That, for example, The Waters of Mars is one of those episodes that I can just watch over and over again.
That is a star episode. I agree with you, and it reminds me of another episode that I like even more, and that's Midnight.
Remind me.
That's the one where the Doctor and Donna go to a resort planet. Although it's toxic outside of the dome, the Doctor decides to go on a shuttle ride. Donna stays at the complex.
Okay, yeah.
The shuttle breaks down, and there's something outside.
I remember. And then what I liked is another episode from the Tennant run when they were stuck on the underground highway. where where they were just moving very, very slowly, and everything was toxic. And in the fast lane, that was the lowest one. There were some monsters.
Yeah, that was the other Earth that after the
Yeah.
first Earth was gone, they went clear forward in time and New York.
Yeah, exactly that one.
I think I got enough news in there. I'm not sure though.
What was it, 12, 11, 12, something like that?
And you
I
had the
would
cat.
really have to. You know what? I would just go to IMDb and look at it. Dr. Not Doc Martin, not Doc Hollywood. Doctor Who.
That was Gridlock. Was the
Gridlock.
episode.
Yeah, Gridlock, exactly.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Mando.
Mando, hello.
Hey,
Welcome, Mando.
Hey Jeff, thank you.
And because from the 12th series, I watched only Spyfall Part 1, Part 2, and I couldn't do more.
Really, I really enjoyed those 2 episodes.
Yeah, they were like fine, but then I heard immediately the reviews about the next episode, and I was like, okay, I really suffered through the season 11, and I told myself, okay, enough.
And see, another one I enjoyed was Stolen Earth and Journey's End. And hello, Alexander.
That was a great 2-parter to finish off Series 4.
Which was the story? Oh, the 26 other planets stolen from their places. Yes, with Davros. Yeah, I remember those. Yes, totally great ones. And in terms of enemies of Doctor, I really enjoyed the episodes with the Silence.
Cylons are the wrong franchise. Cylons are Battlestar Galactica.
Silence, not Cylons.
Cybermen?
No, the monsters that you could only look at, or you only remember them when you looked at them. Once you turned away.
The
I think DJ's making a joke there.
Oh, okay. He's just making fun of my pronunciation. That's okay.
No. You can't remember them. So, once you turn away, you forget them.
I wrote it down on my arm. I got all these little marks, and I wrote silence there, so they have to be the silence. Happy day to you, happy dinosaur.
JP's, the saying is silence is golden, duct tape is silver. So, yes, I guess that is what duct tape is for. Assuming he's talking about silencing people.
Doctor Who episode.
Multi-Gunman's banning me again.
One is T.
And I keep checking my YouTube feed to make sure I'm not taken down.
The Cyber Cylon Borgmen. Okay, now I need to see that.
The Cyber Cylon Borgmen that can regenerate, so they look like Time Lords.
Maybe that's what Time Lords are.
Hello, Alexander.
That's no,
Yeah.
no, DJ, you attacked DJ. Oh my God!
That was a rude awakening, wasn't
Come
it?
back, please. Don't let Momo. It's awful. That's horrible.
I bought this mask just for you, Alexander.
You bought it, but I mean, they are not creating masks from Momo, the challenger.
Yes, they are.
Really? Where you bought that?
You can go to eBay and put in Momo mask, and you'll find tons of them.
That's a very
Did you say
crazy.
Momo mask?
I was sure that you had did it yourself.
Sorry, DJ, I need to go, but thank you for having me on.
Jeff, it was good talking to you. Bye.
Have a good day.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm just watching.
Man, that can lead you with some really wacky nightmares.
That's crazy, man.
You have a machete you can like wave in front of your face too, or
Yeah, but I just don't want to get up and go get it. Plus, YouTube would probably take me down if I showed that.
ooh, that's true. Unless you're one of those channels that seem to get away with it, like pretty much every weapon channel in existence.
Oh hell, they took me down yesterday when we were talking about bacon. So
I think this is like a false flagger.
I think so too, because they just put the video back up a little while ago, and there was nothing I had to change on it. Nothing. They just put it back up.
Well, let's hope.
No, and no comment, nothing. Yes.
No comment, no nothing. Didn't get any word from them on why they took it down or anything else. They just put it back up.
Let's hope they don't take down my podcast that I have premiering in a few hours because, well, we recorded it last night and we do say some things that may not be okay on YouTube.
While Mike's wondering what the hell that was. Well, Mike, that was a Momo mask.
I still don't know what that is, so I'm with Wild Mike here. What the hell is that?
Momo mask. So there are people that decide to create a Momo mask. I mean, you can really buy anything on eBay, and there are so many models.
Oh, God. So, like, I wonder, are there, like, color variants of that mask? Jeez.
It looks so ridiculous.
One of them a little bit more expensive, like with Momo with some cicatrice on it. I think this is the special Momo, Californian Momo special. I think this one because he's really,
Okay. So that's
you really look to be gangrenous on that mask.
okay. Got it. So that's what people in California look at.
JP says, "I told you why it went down." JP's why the stream went down.
Because Bird showed his TV, but they didn't give me a comment about I had to take that section out or anything. They just put it all back up.
Interesting, Richie Poole. He thinks that the original Cylon race were reptilian. They were destroyed by their robot creations.
Well, they did state that in the old Battlestar Galactica. Cylons were once a reptilian.
I'm with you, Vile Mike. I have no idea what it is, and I think I'm better off not knowing.
Hello, Piano Dean. Great to see you here.
So basically, Momo Challenge is a fictitious challenger that was basically it was like when you accepted the challenge, you got a call at a certain night hour, and you were supposed to do some harmful challenges that to harm yourself, and it was supposed to lead to hurting yourself and so this weird stuff. But at the end, it was considered a fake. It was in 2015, I think, something like this.
Hello,
But-
Darren Wagner. Hello, Tiki.
Oy vey.
But now he's back.
PJ Aussie, careful with that mask. You're going to give Alexander a hard on.
Momo can back. Open again a Twitter account, main Momo the challenger, and is challenging people. And he challenged me on Twitter. So you need to be careful with Momo the challenger. He will challenge you anytime.
You know, I'm actually going to make a video wearing the Momo mask, and I'm going to send it to Momo on Twitter.
Oh yes. I mean, we looked at that. But I want to be sure. Momo the Changer is dangerous, but Momoland, this is not linked to Momo the Changer. Momoland is a good K-pop band. I mean, they have nothing to do with Momo the Changer. Momoland is something completely different.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like how you have, like the Transformers Netflix series coming out that has no relation to the game of the same name.
I'm a Nape man, I'm a Nape man, and I'm a Nape man. Oh, never mind. Got that song stuck in my head ever since they come in and said, how are you apes doing? So what's everybody else up to today?
I finally got, I didn't get the game working. The devs got the game working so I can play again for Star Citizen. Here, I put my profile picture there. So that was annoying for the past week. A new patch came out. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll cover footage. It'll be fun. I cover footage and then I die and now I'm invisible and can't do anything. And they did a hotfix patch, so now the game works. I'm recording right after my podcast last night, so I have it. Actually, I have a video premiering of it in an hour. So if anyone wants to check that out, it's on my personal channel, Mando Merc.
Alrighty.
Am I subscribed?
I don't know. All I know is that YouTube has actually unsubscribed some of my subscribers. Like I've had people even contact me like on Discord and whatnot, going like, "Hey, I got unsubscribed." I'm like, "Okay, subscribe again." I don't know what do you expect me to do? I can't do anything about it.
DJ, I will drop off and come back because I need to switch my Wi-Fi access point.
All right.
We'll wait for you, Joseph. We'll wait for you.
Okay, he's gone. Let's talk about him.
I get to take on Mary Mayhem tonight.
Guys, I'm really happy today to have a day off because I mean, working in the parking, this is not as complicated that cut dead animal in pieces. Cut dead animal in pieces is really pleasant. I mean, don't think I don't like it. I mean, when you go to the grinder and you put like something like what I said, maybe 30 pounds of grind of dead beef, and you put it and you grind it, and you smell the smell of the raw beef. Then you grind this. That's really pleasant. I mean, and cut dead animal in pieces is really pleasant, but it's still that. I mean, it's tough on the body. I mean, you cannot. It's not like in the parking I was able to do 70 hours in a week and not being tired. Now I just concentrate it's really a work. So I'm forced to do effort to working to. I prefer to have money not working. That's better, like in the parking.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Thankfully, I can work from home, but it's so much different than actually being at work, being able to like. I'm so much hindered in what I can do from home versus when I'm at work that I'm gonna have like a crap ton of giant workload pretty much when I get back to work after this is all over.
Greetings, Mountains, and greetings, Alexander Brooks. Welcome to the chat. No, Violet's not a pit full of Jello. It's named that tune. So you'll probably pass.
If it's not classic rock, then I would suck at that game.
I wanted to explain to people a cool how is it a cool room from a butchery. It's look really much like a morgue, but instead to have dead people inside, you have a piece of dead animals. Then you cut, and after that, you feed the people with the dead animals.
Well, let's not talk that sort of thing. Jeez, that's gross. You're going to have Momo staring in through your window one of these nights.
That's not a good thing. That's really dangerous.
You're going to be laying there in bed. You're going to lay in there in bed. You're going to see some sort of a shadow. You're going to pull the curtains back, and there's Momo staring straight at you.
Yes, you're quiet at home. You just like you came back from the butchery, and you cut a lot of dead animals in peace to feed people quietly, and you smell the raw beef all the days, and you're a little bit tired, and you just read some Conan, and you want to be tired, and you want to sleep properly, and after that you go to the yard in the bed, you open your eyes, and you watch in the windows, and you have Momo the Challenger. That's absolutely horrible.
And actually, it's going to be Momo's head on top of Conan's body.
Yeah, you are
and try to say, and that's why we have firearms.
Yes. If Momo the Challenger is as strong as Conan, because
Mortimus says enough butcher talk.
He doesn't need at all to challenge you anymore with that strength. He have just to hurt you by himself. That's the point. But yeah,
here you go. No, I'm going to make it even worse. It's Momo's head on top of Conan the Barbarian, and he's holding a pudding cup, and he's talking like Bill Cosby.
That's horrible. That's disgusting. The only reason
I
why
might laugh after I ran away.
Yes,
shot it a few times.
the only reason why I will confront Momo the Challenger will be because he's behind 7 of 9, and this is really the only reason why. Or if I need to defend an Indian Muslim wife born in USSR being the best choice.
Yeah, but she's going to show up when you finally meet her face to face, and she's going to be looking like Momo.
No, it's impossible because I was in Moscow 4 years with her. I know really how she looked face to face, and so yeah.
I know, but something's going to happen there in Cuba, so
What can happen if more challengers come in Cuba? Okay, it's not gonna be easy. Okay, it will have problem. I will not do his challenge. But I will put him in some problem. He will struggle.
Alexander, I have a question. Why do you want to get married in Cuba?
That's a question of legal access to. If you go in Russia and you are a foreigner and you want to marry there, you need to have the right to stay. This is not the citizenship, but this is permanent residency, and that's complicated to get. So if we want to marry here, she needs to get a visit visa, and they refuse to her. And when you get refused a visa, a visitor visa, that's really complicated to come back. I mean, you need to have something changing in your situation, very important. So the only way in Cuba, I have access to Cuba really easily, in an easy way, with an agencies, tourist agencies, and for Russian citizen in Cuba, they don't need any kind of visa or anything. They can just show up. You let DJ Odyssey quiet, okay, Momo. So there we'll be able. Momo, get out of here. Momo. That's not funny. Let DJ be quiet. Why are you showing up like that in this apartment? You are disgusting.
Momo's coming to get you.
So,
Full screen.
You obviously have a genital gangrene to get this. I know you are from California. I know. Yes. Yes. Let me get this quiet. You have the right to replace the camera like that.
So basically, when you get married in Cuba, then she can come over to Canada as a legal wife of yours.
Yes, after that, because
we don't want her here.
They are like between Cuba and in Cuba, they are special system making that like two citizens, Canadian citizens, can go in Cuba, marry there, and the wedding certificate is certified. So I contact the agencies, and they said to me that it can be Canadian citizens with a foreign citizen without any problem. So and Cuba have that's fine. With the panda, that's fine. That's fine. You can take panda, that's fine. But you have stay quiet, please. You can stay, but stay quiet. So you can.
Why are you getting a mail order bride?
Yes. No, that's not a mail order bride.
Yeah, it is.
I lived with her 4 years in Moscow when I was there. I lived 7 years in Moscow. So so when what I said, when you go to Cuba, you are able to marry and get the certificate that's work legally in Quebec. So after that, you can use that wedding certificate to be sponsorship in the permanent residencies. So that's the fact, because when I was in Moscow, Momo, get out of here. What make Klingons great again? You have nothing to do with Klingons, okay? Klingons have honor. Do you challenge people just for Earth people?
Oh, wait, maybe he's responsible for why the Klingons look like Klingorks now.
Maybe. I mean, he's responsible anything that is generally negative.
Tiki of Doom put a great comment. Looks like Gina Davis from Beetlejuice. Yes, exactly. This is what reminds me of the mask. Beetlejuice. Yeah, when they were doing the
Oh dear God! Don't
Underworld. Yeah.
We are tired of that, Momo the Challenger. Stop your SDG Odyssey. Well, why will you hijack the stream of the other, and especially the stream of the host? Okay, we have no problem with Panda, but that's a different thing.
Oh, is that?
I think
the stream of the
host, and now took over his body.
Hello,
not Ryan Johnson.
Hi, not Ryan Johnson.
Hey, not Ryan Johnson.
The Mexican man, nice to you. So that's the point. So when we were in Russia, I had only a student visa. So it was not permanent citizenship. So it was impossible to marry there. They refuse our visa to visit here. So we go in Cuba. We'll fix that. We'll get the birth certificate, the wedding certificate, and everything will be fine. And we'll be able to apply for her and her daughter. Now that is 8 years old, so we'll be able financially we'll be able to come here. That would be great, because I spoke with her again today. And in Russia, it's not so easy with the virus right now. So,
Alexander, I got a question.
Yes.
Who's that looking in your window right now?
Nobody's looking in my window there.
There was somebody back there.
No, in that corner, you have linen, but they are nobody in the window. I know. I watched the window. I want to be sure. Even if he's in New York City, he can teleport here.
There's somebody back there.
Now, I'm reading Ryan Johnson's message right now. I'm just going, okay, now I kind of want to see that Momo mask thing in Mortal Kombat.
Momo the Challenger now is crashing the streams of everybody. That's not pleasing. That's not pleasing.
JP, based on your picture, you are fighting the 5G network right now?
Yes, I am.
Well, it's either that or he's preventing aliens from reading his mind or probing his butt.
Yes, anyway, but that's a point. But this is the reason why we want to marry in Cuba. And in Cuba, the concept is simple. You just need to arrive. You're just
trying to find a way around it. That's all you're trying to do.
You just need to arrive 3 days before. But you need to organize it. You send the stuff, the documents, birth certificate of you and your fiance. You send it 3 months before to the hotel where they are like I even forget the word in French. That's ridiculous. The notariate, they're the lawyer there. So the lawyer will receive the birth certificate. He will organize that. We arrive 3 days before with the original because we send scan 3 weeks before. So when he arrives with the original, he's able to go directly to the state office. He shows the certificate, the birth certificate. So everything is certified, and after that, you marry in a hotel when you can have guests. And the hotel there, they are doing like everything is included for 1 week. So you have like the banquet, the buffet, and everything. So you have the ceremony and all that stuff. And I mean, you are on the beach. So this is a great way to have a good party in Cuba, and at the same time to get the scan. Well, fuck. The wedding certificate and all that stuff at the same time. And a lot of people from Quebec are going to Cuba to marry just because they can do everything at the same time for a good price, and this is pleasing to be there. So that's the perfect fit for us on a legal point of view and budget point of view, and just because this is fun.
Hello, 47 Yorktown.
Hello there. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Look at that.
Alex's PM is the love child of Fidel Castro.
Yeah, he is.
I have nothing in common with Fidel Castro, but Momo keeps knocking on Alexander's window. There are nobody in my window by night. Okay, I watch the window. I'm not crazy. I watch the window. Okay,
Watch the window, not crazy.
I keep an eye on the window. Okay, you understand? I keep an eye on the window. You never know.
Check under your bed.
Under my bed, it's safe because there are so much box with books and a lot of souvenirs from Russia.
What about the closet?
Yeah, and your flashlights.
Under the bed, there are no place for nothing for
Did you
that.
just say flashlights?
That's where he keeps his under his bed. Flashlights and other.
The closet is full also of stuff.
Hey, number one sci-fi.
Number one sci-fi. Hello.
Hello, number one.
Number one.
What up?
How are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be going home on Tuesday.
Hey, that's great.
Perfect.
Hey.
Great news. Great news.
I thought
So
the closet, Mortimus. He's saying that under the bed is where the bodies are. I thought you always keep your skeleton.
I don't know, because the only bodies, and I see this is the pieces of dead animals that I caught.
Hey! What did I tell you about the dead talk?
Dead talk. No, we speak about dead animals.
let's talk about
Still,
vegetables.
same thing.
That's animals that are dead, and we feed people with that animals.
Don't want to hear about it. This is not the Alexander What I Do at Work channel.
We'd rather hear right now about how number one sci-fi is doing, and
Yes, we asked to him, and he said that it's fine.
The question is, number one, are you feeling any better? And if you can talk, how severe was it?
I mean, I guess it wasn't super severe or anything. But yeah, I mean,
Did you have fever or cough or
at
what were the
first,
symptoms?
I did, yeah. But now I haven't had fever for days, or I mean, probably the first 2 days were the worst. Yeah.
So once you come home, you need to stay then in quarantine, like for 2 weeks or something. Or what are the rules right now? Because I don't know what.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to, just keep my distance from my wife and son as much as possible. Wear a mask in the house. yeah, for a couple weeks or whatever. Stuff like that.
Hello, Dr. Alex.
You want me somebody wants me to be the voice actor for Baby Yoda? Why is that? I don't know.
And were the family is otherwise okay, since you are in one household? Were they tested as well?
Yeah, no, they're not tested. They won't test anybody until I guess they have enough tests. And if you don't have symptoms, they don't want to test you in the first place. So
That's just crazy. That's just stupid.
LDG Pixels, that's completely stupid. I agree with you, Joe.
no, I mean that's how they are. They don't want to waste, I guess, the tests that they have available.
Mhm.
And whatever. But
Yeah. How much do the tests in the United States cost?
I don't know.
It's not really a matter of cost right now. It's more of availability because there's such a shortage.
Is it really? Because okay, obviously we are the whole country smaller than half of the cities in the United States, but still we are testing, and we are testing approximately 5,000 people a day. Yesterday was a quiet day in terms of testing. They did only like 1.5K tests, and we had only like one infection. And yeah, we have in the last week we had in total under 10 people and they tested something like 30,000 people, which is good.
I just think here in the U.S., they're really not going to do this mandatory testing. They want you to have symptoms first.
Well, no, wait. I'm going to kind of dispel that one too, because my girlfriend is a nurse, and they have received information that right now they are going to start testing all nursing homes and all staff
Mm-hmm.
throughout the country.
Yeah, but that's just common sense. You need to test these people.
Yeah, because nursing homes are usually
I
like
mean, a hospital and a nursing home is different than just a regular
Yeah.
having tests available for the mass.
Yeah, for general population. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
for
The thing is, the tests, how it's done. If it's like the test done by the state, so hospitals, if there is some possibility that you could have it, it costs something like 46 euros. So let's do it $1 to $2. And if you want to get tested by yourself with the PCR genetic tests, those that are reliable, if you want to do it like just on your own, you pay 70 euro for one test.
But I think this is a problem from in the United States, in the USA. I think from a state to another, this is not the same thing. There are some states taking that more seriously than the others. And in Europe, I know that, Slovakia is not a big country, but look, Germany, that's a really bigger country than Slovakia. And they test a lot, and they already fixed it. So I think that the amount of people, and even more when you have a lot of meaning of production and all that stuff, when you have a strong economy like Germany, example, to test it will not be a problem. So obviously, I think that there are maybe some state in the USA from the north to the south, the way they act toward the virus is dependent on the local mentality.
But yeah, plus, yeah, they don't want to keep people in these special rooms for longer than they have to and stuff like that they put you in. So, yeah, if you're basically symptom free for so many days, and it's like, okay, you go. They want you to then just go home, still stay in isolation as much as, I guess, possible, and stuff like that. I guess
Jeff Franklin said something really important to Darren Wigger, because Darren said that he got the COVID-19 in November, And Jeff Franklin is really right. I mean, it's the fact that someone had the COVID-19 in the United States in November. It's a really, really, really weird thing to write.
And Alexander, we try not to say that whole phrase because YouTube likes to clamp down on people that even mention it.
Mhm.
So you have to use
Usually, like the technical time for it, really.
But yes, but what they are shutting down pro-conspiracy video about the COVID-19, and at this point, this is a real gangrene on the YouTube, actually. So I think
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, number one sci-fi. Have a great day. Bye.
Is it agree or?
Dicky and Jeff, when you are saying that you overreacted, I think you're, as I understand, you are talking about the country with the number of victims in the United States. You think it was overreaction?
Let me just say, I'm in New York City. I live here. I lived here all my life. We have currently over 172,000 cases in the city alone. I wouldn't say it's I think maybe some of the measures we're taking as a country may be wrong, but overreaction, I'm not so sure about.
Because there is one thing. The bunch of us that are here on the stream and in the chat, as we know the community, we are all fairly intelligent people, and and we understand if somebody says wash your hands, you wash your hands. If somebody says put on a mask when you go outside, you put a mask on your face and then you go outside. Basically, if somebody, I think the harsh rules put on the population, it's because there is such a nice saying in Slovak, and I will try to translate it somehow, that people are good, but humanity is awful.
But Joseph, I think there are places where people are just look in Russia. I mean, my girlfriend is in Russia. As a Kyrgyz, all the Kyrgyz look when they start the Russian government decide to finally do something. The first thing they did is to give 1 week off, paid week off to everybody to keep them at home. So her as a Kyrgyz and all the Kyrgyz are finally are legally there, but have discrimination because they always, even when they have the Russian citizenship, they are seized as foreigner by the cops. So they lock them in their apartment and they stayed at home, as the government said. But the Russians there, I mean, they all went in park doing picnics. I mean, the government to fight the pandemic, the government gives 1 week off because they want the people to stay at home, and for a week they did picnics. So the Russian government said, okay, it doesn't work. So they put a really rough law saying if you are more at 100 meters of your home, you get caught by the cops and you can get to 5 years of jail. So the majority of people at this one, they stopped to do picnic and they went at home. And even there are a lot of people that are arrested on the street because they don't care, they don't give a fuck. So that's really crazy. And they are part of the United States. You saw that insane people in front of the Capitol with guns saying that fighting the lockdown. I mean, what the fuck? Like, what you want to enter except what the fuck? I mean, we're
not going to talk about that sort of thing because that's what gets channels taken down.
You'll not be taken down, DJ, because we are against that stupid people. I mean, we are not speaking about conspiracy theory right now. We are saying,
hey, my channel was taken down for no reason yesterday.
Yes,
so you're just looking for key phrases. You start saying certain words, and they go after you.
I think this is really no problem. This is your channel, DJ, but I think that people are overreacting about the way that YouTube deals with stuff.
I think we're overreacting with a whole bunch of crap. But you know what? I think the government's overreacting with a bunch of crap too. And you've got these tech sites right now that are just looking for anything to nail people on.
Oh, I know that in Quebec we had problem with stupid clocks that give they give a 1,500 ticket to a guy bringing like food to his family, to his own parents, and it was a revenge from another neighbor that decided to call the cops when he saw that because he was in conflict with his neighbor. So some cops are just stupid at all. I mean, they are taking any pretext to give tickets. But this is not linked exactly to the law that have been voted. This is linked to that cops culture to try to fake to be more useful than they are.
Howdy, Chief.
Hello, Chief Cook.
Can you say to me what happened with Number One Sci-Fi? Why he lived like that? He was angry, or what happened exactly?
He contracted a CV.
Okay, but why he lived? He lived like he was looking to be really angry, so he lived like that.
No, he is in hospital right now.
Oh, okay.
So he probably had to leave the stream because maybe the nurse was coming in or something. So that's why.
Okay.
He wasn't angry. It's just he's in hospital. He's probably tired and cannot stay long on the stream. So I think those are the reasons.
Okay, I didn't want to. I was afraid that I said something that make him angry. Yeah, but I didn't understand what exactly.
No. I don't think so.
Number One Sci-Fi is a good guy.
I think so.
So there are other people when they are angry. It doesn't matter for me. I mean, example, they are a guy in California, you know. But for the rest of the people, I mean, No One Sci-Fi. Yes, he's in the hospital. I just. What happened? I mean, he had complication with his neck, or this is. Or...
No. He had a disease.
Yeah,
the one that we shouldn't mention here on the stream, and we are not going to mention it by name.
Oh, wow.
So he contracted it, but he's going to be left. He's going to leave the hospital when on Tuesday. He said, right?
So he's fine. So he's fine. So he get through it.
Are we able to call it Flu Manchu?
Okay, I'm glad about it.
Tiki of Doom, there are a few things that you commented in the chat. I'm not going to read all of those. I slightly disagree with you, but I totally agree with you about the killing the economy and everything. There is, of course, after the battle, everybody's a general. But I would say one thing: if every country shut down for 1 month completely, with the exception of the essential work, it would be already over. Why I'm saying 1 month? Because it's like 2 week cycles that would eradicate it basically, because you would have way lower number of cases. But the problem is that people are not disciplined enough. Governments didn't do everything as one worldwide, and too many different approaches. And this is something that is not possible to do on a global scale. So that's why it takes an eternity. So that's my opinion. That's how I see it.
There's also, I've been in touch. I've been doing a lot of consulting with doctors and nurses because I'm doing research. And one of the things I've been noticing is, like for example, Japan. This was early March. I read about this. Japan had a test back then for the pandemic, the virus, that takes like 30 minutes to get results. And that was when this first started here in the States. And the reason why we didn't have it in the States, I don't know if we still have it or not, if we have it yet or not, but it's because of the CDC and bureaucracy, and that's kind of the problem with a lot of things.
There are also the experiences, because Korea and Japan have been touched by many of the in the last 20 years, they got a lot of that epidemia that have not been strong. They got the SARS, they got many of that kind of virus that attacked them. So they already got experiences to fight that in the testing way, distanciation. If you get, they already in their culture, they have to wear the mask when they are.
I just realized. Number one sci-fi is part of the Enterprise B.
Oh, so number one sci-fi is in the Enterprise B. So it is Enterprise.
It makes perfect sense because the Enterprise B wasn't going to get the photon torpedoes until Tuesday. They weren't going to get there.
But it means that he is with Demo Rasulu. He's really lucky.
Yeah, they weren't going to get most of their stuff till Tuesday, and well, number one sci-fi is not getting released till Tuesday, so he's part of the Enterprise B.
Rock Solid, how would you solve the situation when you disagree with me? How would you fight it on a such a large scale? And Jeff, I completely agree what you said, that it's been more contagious than the normal flu, but the symptoms are weaker, and that the people who died had some health issues before. I totally agree with you. For example, I have no health issues, so I'm not afraid of contracting it. But for example, my mother is 69. She has autoimmune disease, and honestly, she is the reason why I'm obeying all the rules that we are being given, just to simply be able to visit her and to meet her, without being afraid that I'm going to kill my own mother.
Yeah, it's like because here's the thing: you can be fine, you can still be a carrier, whether you know it or not. And I don't want to risk infecting my grandfather, who just is still recovering from a stroke, and we just moved to his own home recently, so he can actually get better and start doing physical therapy. I'm like, no, I want him to get better. I don't want to accidentally kill him with this thing. So I'm keeping self-quarantine and all that. Well, now I don't have a choice because the city is under lockdown and quarantine. But yeah.
And honestly, Rock Solid, you said that or was it you or Tiki who refused to wear face masks? Yeah, it's like, is it such a problem to go outside with a mask on? I don't think so. And anyway, what happened here in our country? We started with the face masks two months ago, and now we have like one case for yesterday, 2 cases for Friday. Today's numbers are still not in, so I don't know. But in general, we can now open the economy, we are opening the economy. We already started 2 weeks ago, and the next phase is this Wednesday. And they put in place like 4 phases of opening economy, and they are now, since we have such a great results, they are opening phase 2 and 3 immediately right now.
I just want
to. There are an ex-hockey player named Georges Larac. Like the guy, he was training for a marathon, and not right now. He was helping people like to bring food and all that stuff. He got that. Right now, he does video every day. He is not in a good shape. I mean, he's in hospital. The guy was. I mean, it was impossible to find more health here. The guy is a ex-fighter from the NHL. I mean, he has just 43 years old, I think, something like that. It's not an old guy. He was training for a marathon, and his health decreased really much. So right now he's gonna go through it. I mean, he looked fine, but he looked to be able to go through it. He's not gonna die, but on the other side, that's fucking awful what he's going through. So
I just want to say, it doesn't matter if you have prior health issues or you have compromised immune system, if you're old or not. It's just if you're older or have a compromised immune system or had prior health issues, you're at greater risk. But that doesn't mean that you won't die if you don't have any of those. It doesn't mean you're not going to die from it. You can still die from it.
Yeah, totally.
Like, because this thing attacks your lungs, it makes it hard to breathe. You literally need a respiratory device to breathe because you won't be able to do it on your own once the symptoms get really severe.
I want to address a few comments from Rocksolid, if I may. If you are immunodeficient, then you take precautions, but this one size fits all doesn't work. You either have on a country scale, you cannot have for every single group of people different kinds of solutions, because you would end up with 10,000 different solutions with another 10,000 disclaimers for that one solution, and it created subcategories of subcategories, and it simply wouldn't work. And the other thing, I'm not wearing a mask. It's like wearing a condom 3 months after you get someone pregnant. And then the other comment that I'm providing anecdotal evidence. You know what? If you are naked and another guy is naked and he pees on you, you get the whole piss on you. If you are wearing pants, some of the piece comes on you, but some doesn't. If the other guy is wearing pants and you are wearing pants, if he pisses on you, nothing gets you. That's how the masks work. So basically, if everybody wears a face mask, everybody is protected.
Wait, why are you guys pissing on each other naked?
Yeah, what?
It was just a harsh response.
Yeah, I know.
To a comment.
I also was wondering, my uncle
and Rocksolid, I'm not sure, DJ, if I'm not overstepping here. If you want to come up, just come to the stream and we can discuss. So we don't need to write.
I really want to avoid this whole shit because people start saying shit that shouldn't be said on here. They start.
Okay, or we can simply just change the topic.
We've sat there and seen the other channels get nailed for bringing these subjects up. YouTube doesn't care if you're for or against things. They're just looking for keywords, and then they go after you.
Because the boats on YouTube right now, they are using really more boats than before right now, because a lot of their employees are not at home. And the boats are they are doing a lot of mistake by themselves, and you can screw people with the boats, because if you are like flagging videos, like if some people that want to screw you you go and flag your videos, I mean the boats will shut you down really before that, and there are not a lot of people who are able to see what's going on. So I mean, this is really easy to put people in trouble and put channel in trouble right now for trolls and all that stuff.
Rock Solid gave a new topic.
Yeah, he wants to have intercourse with Michael Burnham.
Yeah.
Well, I knew he was a little freaky and kinky, but now the actress, yes,
whatever floats your boat, man.
No. And no, I'm not the father. It's already been dispelled.
Tiki and Darren, I completely agree with you, and especially it's something different to do whatever you do in a country of 5.5 million people and something with in a country with how many 230 million.
And Rock Solid goes back to he's a lot kinky.
Yeah, like what was that Tiger King thing? I only seen the little like Joe Exotic for President clip from that show. I haven't seen the actual show, but didn't go like I am gay, I have had kinky sex, something like that.
Fuck the Tiger King.
360 million. Okay. 360. Really? Population United States.
Oh, hell, we have like 8 million people alone in New York City.
USA 2020. Okay. Oh, 330,689,970 as of Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. Yeah. Okay.
Heads?
At least according to Google.
I'm going to say Lilo, hands down.
Leela wins. Leela beats Michael Burnham.
But Michael could fight the robot chick, remember?
I haven't watched that.
I just read the comment from Tiki.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was reading that before. I'm like, should I say that aloud? Or...
I'm not among them. That's good. Anyone know any good deals for external hard drives right now? I need to.
External, no. Internal, yes.
Back up my videos.
So I can recommend some good internal hard drives if you want.
Internal hard drives plus a box could be a solution, or basically just to go for for a NAS box.
It depends what he's getting it for. Is he getting it for a computer? I know some people get external drives for like a console, like an Xbox One or whatever. So.
He's talking about backing up his videos, so I suppose it's either a PC or a Mac.
Okay, yeah. So
Well, if you're not going to run the external all the time, I'd just go out and buy any old external because you're just storing, saving stuff to it.
Depending on how much you want to keep it, you know, that's a thing. Because what I did a few years ago.
How many gigs or terabytes do you need?
A few years ago, what I did, HP had a promo. They were selling their micro servers for a few bucks. So I just bought a micro server from HP, and it came only with one small 250 gigabyte hard drive or something like this. So I just put there 4 hard drives. I have 2 in RAID where I store in RAID 1 where I store the important stuff, and 2 of them are just plain 4 terabyte hard drives where I have my movies and TV shows and everything that I got on high seas. So,
hello, Captain Trek.
Hey, Captain Trek, how's it going?
That's the easiest solution for me.
You can get like a freaking staple, like a pack of 4 Staples hard drives that like flash drives that have like 32 gigs per flash drive. So it depends on how much storage space you need.
Roxel is doing YouTube videos, so they are probably big chunks of data.
Yeah, well, it depends what file. If it's an MP4, yeah, they're going to be like gigabyte size. If they're FLVs, they're going to be 3 gigs at most, depending on how long they are.
I don't know. I got like 3 terabyte.
LDG is asking how much Roxel wants to spend. Roxel is a rich guy because he's doing YouTube videos, so he has all the super chats and everything.
I've got a 3 terabyte hard drive, and you wouldn't believe how many TV shows and movies I have stored on it.
Yeah, games take up a lot more than TV shows and movies, though. So if it depends on
depending on the quality you want to have it. Yeah,
works. I just know.
Kind of like going back to the Doctor Who. I have every single episode ever that you can get your hands on, and it only takes up maybe 450 gigabytes.
Yeah, because most of them you have in SD quality, so obviously because the episodes up to basically the reboot. They were everything, all of them made in way lower definition. So definitely less amount of data. But if you want to get something in, okay, Full HD is not a problem. It's basically not a huge amount of data. But the moment you want to go like 4K, you get one movie of 4K easily 60 gigabytes of data. But Rocksolid says that his video working files have between 6 to 10 gigabytes. So
He also says that he's not rich. He has a 4 terabyte drive now and needs more. So I would say if you can afford the 181, at least look at reviews first, see what people thought about it, if it works or not, because sometimes you can always get a piece of crap drive. You never know. So I definitely recommend at least looking into it. I check Micro Center and Newegg about it.
So if you so no backup data, as I understand it, what you say. So definitely go for. I would definitely go for Western Digital Black Edition, for example.
Yeah, Western Digital is good.
Yeah, the Black Edition, because they are the performance drives, and still less expensive than counterparts in SSD.
True. Yeah.
And, and I think SSDs, the commercially available right now are like 2 terabyte maximum.
Yeah, you can. I just scored a month ago. I scored a 500 gig SSD for like $70 or $50. No, it was $50.
Yeah.
On sale.
So go.
Yeah, that's an internal drive, and so that also lowers the price, and also the fact that that's probably like they make like 1 terabyte ones as well, but that's out of my price range. And yeah, you're better off just getting like, if you can get a 10 terabyte hard drive, then yeah, go for it, because hard drives are a lot cheaper now, and they can be up to like 10 terabytes, which is pretty big.
Yeah, and LDG gives the offer to go that he can talk with Rocksolid on that about the topic on his stream, and since it's his forte and this is what he wants to do on his channel, I think that's a good idea. But definitely, if you are okay with Western Digital, the problem with external drives is when you go there, you rarely know what, if it's not really branded one, you have no idea what kind of drive is in the box. So what I usually do is I buy separately an external box and the drive for it if I want to use this kind of solution. Otherwise everything I put all on the server. So the only thing that I need to do right now is to get a fixed IP so that I can connect from outside to my home server. But since I'm working from home, it's not like a big priority for me. So
I just put the link of the.
Next.
Let's see. About here. Okay, it's a Western Digital external drive. It's a Western Digital
bad hard drive.
I'm just hello. Choose a country: Canada, United States, Mexico. Fantastic. This is okay. Easy store. Oh, I thought it would be way more expensive. Oh, what's the tax on it? Because I see it's 179. This is probably without tax, right?
Yeah, Newegg like that kind of thing.
I'm going to Google it if I can get it here, and I can tell you for how much you can get it in Europe in euro. This will be extreme.
Yeah, if you can get this, I'd recommend it. It's a pretty good drive here.
That's Roxley, the question is, do you want to are those videos like crucial ones? You said that you don't want to keep it, but I'm not sure if you want to keep it then, or is it really just for projects that you are working on? And I'm not sure. Okay, so it costs 246 euro here, if I want to get it.
It says it's on sale, so it's 180 to 179 for now. Because it says it was 250.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's backup everything. I back up everything I do. Okay. So in that case, I'm not sure if I would go for a simple hard drive. I would really go for something, let's say, as a clever solution like a NAS box.
Yeah, they do make drives specifically made for backing up your computer in general. So I'd look more into that probably.
This is when you buy those discs, they usually come with the software. But what I do with critical data, I always do it in RAID 1. So if one drive fails, the data still stays on the second one. So that's why I say NAS box, because it usually comes with 2 drives, and it immediately clones your data on both drives.
Yeah.
LDG asks if you can wrench him so that he can put a link into the chat.
Hey, Mr. Miles.
Mr. Miles is in the house.
Oh, really? Because I found the external drive. It immediately gave me the suggestion for the 8 terabyte. Western Digital, and it is cheaper here. It costs here 192 euro and 90 cent compared to the 10 tera for 246.
Yeah, but that's because the sale, I think, is
it's probably on sale. Yeah.
And yeah, the 10 terabyte one is on sale for 180 here in the States. So
yeah,
making it cheaper.
And is it? Oh, it's USB 3. Okay, USB 3. I have still somewhere stored here in the house 500 gigabyte network drives. Really, they have only the RJ45 connection.
Yes, the Synology drives. Yes, LDG. I've used those. Those are great. The Synology drives.
Let me check that. Yeah, exactly. This is okay. This is way more expensive, but it's way bigger functionality, and yeah. And this is diskless even. So we need to buy the drives for it. Yeah.
Synology does make cheaper drives, so you can look more into it. But yeah, I'd recommend getting a Synology of some kind because they're pretty good. In terms of like, if you want to back stuff up, yeah, Synology is a good way to go.
This is already a very sophisticated solution, definitely. Yeah. But what I can check is the ProLiant microservers from HP that I have, because that one I really bought without drives to mention, but it was something like 150 euro at the time. It was without operating system, but when you put Linux on it, it just works. And basically, I can back up everything on it, either via the USB ports on the box or on the network directly, which is a nice solution for me. Yeah, exactly, Rox. As LDG says, maybe not now, but for the future, you could start thinking about this kind of solution.
Yeah, I'm looking. Synology does make cheaper ones. They're like 170s, like they're ones that go for $170 and stuff like that. But I don't know if the storage space is the same because it's not listing it.
Yeah.
But they're more for like backing up your entire computer, which I highly recommend if you're doing this for professional use.
Yeah.
That's right. Make sure you back everything up, because you never know when anything could happen.
Such as a nuke going off, releasing an EMP shockwave and destroying everything.
Okay, now the microservers, I don't see any sale or something on this one, but this is something that I would highly recommend despite working for the competition. Shingled magnetic recording. What is shingled magnetic recording? Am I going to learn something new on a Sunday afternoon?
Poor Alex.
Yeah, we are boring him to death.
Well, no, that and also look at DJ Odyssey.
Okay. I was checking other pages, and I have only one screen, so I'm just switching between tabs here. What a cutie! You should do a makeup tutorial with this mask.
Oh no!
Alexander finally looks back at the screen.
You again? Momo, that's awful. I was busy. I was watching some stuff for Saturday, and I'm coming back to participate to the conversation, and you are there. Show your disgusting face, Momo the Challenger.
Question here, Roxolid is asking, how do I get the data off the drive as I had to replace that Android TV with another one? What do you mean? You have okay, sorry. I have some issue. I have that maybe someone can help me. I have a 2 terabyte Western Digital external that was mapped to an internal storage for an Android TV. And is it a different format of the data, or you don't have just a box where to put it and just copy paste it? Because I honestly don't know if it's a different type of format that the TV records. Yeah, I just scrolled up. Yeah.
T-Berg thinks it's a Beetlejuice mask. Shake, 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 Medora, shake it all the time. No, never mind.
Momo the Challenger. I'm not gonna do your challenge. Never! I'm coming back.
Yeah, if you want, I found this is a Synology I used to use. It's the DS220J diskless system network storage. It's got like 100 terabytes, I believe, of storage, and it's only 170. So yeah, 108 terabytes maximum single volume size. I can't link it in the chat though, because I don't have permissions.
Oh, hell.
What happened?
I'm just looking at some stuff. I gotta go to the store. I don't want to go, but I have to.
Okay, Android doesn't use NTFS format or FAT32.
For the Horde!
What horde?
Hello, Bert. You missed about 1 hour and 40 minutes of senseless talk.
Oh, Beetlejuice did come first.
And Bird Alexander ran off because he's getting tired of seeing Momo.
Either that or whatever he was watching on his computer is not exactly something he wants to share with the rest of us.
Or he may be running around checking all the closets and stuff to make sure Momo's not hiding.
Hey, Bird Prey 5.
I could yell that in the checkout line, Tiki.
I'm just trying to find out. The thing is, it says that Android can read the FAT32 format, or so. So the question is if the disk is not damaged, but LDG, maybe you can answer it. The questions that Roxolid asked about his hard drive on TV. And how he can get all the data from the drive that he had mapped to internal storage for the Android TV. Okay, so he'll be. Please sub. I'm subbed.
I'm already subbed.
All right, you actually go you go on your Android TV, go to the home screen, scroll down, select settings, under device, select storage, and then you select the drive and migrate the data. I think
I should.
I should be if it hasn't upsold me.
I should buy a smart TV, but the problem is I don't need one because we don't turn the TV on very often. This is a thing that I'm still thinking about. Should I get a new TV because our is almost 10 years now, but we are barely using it. It's hanging on the wall.
I got my TV as a gift. It was like when flat screens first really started hitting, and I love it. It still works. Hey, Captain Trek, and yeah, LDG. I just subscribed. I thought I was not, or I was, and it unsubscribed me. Ooh, actually, speaking of streams, I think I have a premiere going on right now, but it's a premiere. I can do that and this at the same time. Done it before. Just
I'm probably going to be ending it soon because I'm going to have to go get all that shit running done before tonight's Name That Tune.
Name the tune.
Yeah, I'm in a game show tonight.
Yeah.
And I have to go out and get a card because it's the girlfriend's birthday, too.
Only a card?
Yeah, I'm poor.
That sucks.
I just make the card if I have to have a card. Why spend the money when I can do it myself?
Yeah.
T-Berg says that you folks are 32 inches wide. I hope not, but if you're talking about your monitor or TV, it's good.
Yeah.
For a monitor, it's okay.
Yeah, I have a 42-inch TV.
We got that one for we got the one that we have 9 years ago. It was 1600. It's a 55 inch TV, but today you can buy them for
You can
hundred
buy
and yeah.
flat screen for like $200 maybe.
Yeah.
You go to like a
Of course. Now, the funny thing is, I was recently not recently, a year ago for Christmas. I was like, okay, let's get an 85 inch TV, and it was like 4.5K or something like this. And I was like, okay, no, not going to happen. And in December, I was looking at TVs. 85 inch was like the same model. Okay, it was already 1 year old model, but dropped over 50% in the price. So over only 2K.
Hail Pfluger, hail Cinnabon.
Hey Cinnabon, just please let me know how's Strawberry doing. If she's better, if he's better.
And, for those that might not have been here earlier, Number One Sci-Fi was in, and he is getting out on Tuesday. Just in case you might have missed that.
Roxoid, now I'm a bit envious. 250. Nice. Why is nobody buying Eaglemoss Discovery ships? I don't get it. They are so beautiful and it's such a popular show. I don't know why people are not buying it.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Bert, you should get one. Or all of them, basically, since obviously you got a greeting and shout out from Lieutenant Detmer, Kayla Detmer. It was such a beautiful gift from Anti-Tracker. Mr. Miles, feel free to clip it. Mama Prey was asked who was talking. She thought you lost your mind. It's either losing the mind or sarcasm. Which one is more fitting?
Hello, Mom.
But definitely, hello, Mama Prey.
Uh-oh, poor happy dinosaur. The Smurf didn't fill him up.
Birdo Prey, this really do you want to go into this discussion? Just do an open mic with Darren, and you can discuss these things if Darren is willing.
Thinking last night. No wonder I smelled smoke.
I thought it was me burning plastic here, but okay.
Nope. Been confirmed. Bird was thinking last night.
Oh yes, the Starlink satellites, they are annoying astronomers extremely. Now they are trying to paint them with some non-reflective colors, something like black paint that absorbs all the lights, so that they are not visible from Earth. But currently there are streaks of satellites flying above, and actually I saw them a week ago. Was it? I think that they were just positioned just about here, Hungary, Slovakia, and they flew by on the sky. It looked like a streak of meteoroids, just lights flying over the heads. It was interesting looking at it. Definitely. Why are we staring at Alexander's bed that is not made?
I don't know, because he wandered off somewhere and just never came back.
I'm noticing some of the posters he has.
Those posters are there, but if you pan up the camera, there is picture of Lenin and something from the Soviet Union as well. So
Doesn't that look like a big box of booze under his bed?
yes, it looks like, but I don't think there's booze in it. I think there are his books,
I
and
don't
I
know.
see some.
Oh, just reusing the box, yeah.
Could explain things though if it was a big box of booze.
I don't think Alexander drinks.
He's coming back.
Well, that's what's wrong with
What's going on?
he needs to drink something. But yeah, he didn't even make his bed. The hell?
If anyone's interested in seeing some gameplay, I recorded right after recording the podcast last night. I have it playing on my channel right now. It's a premiere. I mean, but yeah.
No, T-Berg, that's not Canadian Intel looking through his window. That's Momo looking for him.
What is confusing me a little bit? Why he has the Conan books in that particular order? One half on the upper shelf and the second one on the lower shelf.
Yeah.
He's
This
doing
is-
it to annoy everybody. That's why.
Because I would like to see everything in one shelf.
Where's the rest of the Conan? I just see Khan. Where's the A in the other end?
It says the upper row says Savage, and
Yeah, I know. And then you just have the part of the O.
see Savage Khan. Okay, Savage Khan. Okay. Why isn't it everything in one shelf?
It's Alexander. I don't know. I can see his dirty clothes there on the floor at the foot of his bed. Bad Alexander.
Right, JD. It would make a great convention name.
Mr. Lundell, welcome. And
Hey.
Communist Dewey Decimal System. What is Dewey?
Dewey Decimal System is a system that we use over here that basically puts a number on labeled on books in the library. So when you're trying to look up things, you can go to a card, you can flip over, it'll tell you what shelf, what everything's at, and you just go straight there. And find it.
Oh, okay, understand. I learned so much today. New words.
Tourist space travel becomes a thing in the next 10 to 20 years. Possibly. Hold the library.
Yeah, Bird points out that if you were paying attention to UHF the other week, they explained the Dewey Decimal System in the movie.
Bert was talking too much over the movie, and I watched it for the first time. So, Bird of Prey, I didn't know the Dewey Decimal System by the name of Dewey Decimal System. And I watched UHF, and I explained you were just talking too much. And and honestly, talking the talk between you and Ciso Prey was way more interesting than the movie.
See that, Bird? You're gonna have to replay UHF again. Which brings me up to this point, folks. Bird of Prey has the new listings up for Cinema Saturday. Idiocracy, The Princess Bride, Apollo 13, Hot Tub Time Machine, and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
You had me at The Princess Bride.
Right now, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is winning at 28%. Idiocracy is at 20%. The Princess Bride is at 17%. Apollo 13 is at 20%. And Hot Tub Time Machine is at 15%.
The thing is, I voted obviously for Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones, because we will have Indiana Jones this week. So I would like to watch the whole trilogy. But I have an ask for Bert. Could you please keep Apollo 13 on the list? Because
Joseph,
it's one of my favorite movies.
Joseph, there's 4 Indiana Jones movies.
No, there's only 3.
No, there are only 3 Indiana Jones movies.
Come on now, you can't just throw out.
I know. And you know what? And you know what? I didn't mind Crystal Skull that much. I actually enjoyed the movie. I know it's week one, and it's basically way lower ranked than the other 3 movies, but it's like guilty pleasure, you know. That movie.
There are elements.
Alexander is back, so now we can yell at him.
Yeah, Alexander. Question.
Yes.
The Savage Gone books. Why are they not in one row, in one shelf? Why do you have it split? It's annoying.
Maybe it's just because if you look at it's just first the other question of size. Like the Savage books are higher, so I cannot start at the first row with them. So I need to start at the second one. On the first stage, you have all what have been published by Dark Horse. I still waiting for them. The majority have been paid, but it's right now with the post office, this is complicated. I mean, I didn't receive any comics for 3 weeks, even if I continue to buy them each weeks. So there are only 1 trade paperback I didn't pay already, but I missed. There are like 20 of them in the post postal system. They are coming. So when I'm finishing all the Dark Horse, after that I start with the Savage Short. And by the way, the Savage Short will be cut anyway because they are not finished right now. To the store where I'm being the Savage Short of Conan that is closed, they're still receiving the stock. So there are 3 of them and soon 4 of them that will be waiting to that store. So anyway, even if I had them all complete, and if I had no Dark Horse at the first stage, they will be cut in half anyway. They will have like 40 at the first one and 35 to the second one, because the complete collection is 75 books.
Yeah, but you got plenty of room down there on the third shelf. You could put them all down together.
They will be all together, but when I will receive the 41, first, no. They will be close to be all together. There will be at least 3 of them that will be on the second one. And after that will be somewhere else that I don't know. And after that, with the new one, I will receive.
I understand. So basically, the books that are before the big yellow C of the convert, they belong to the series as well.
Yes.
Okay.
You have that. That's the newspaper daily strip. Here you have some of the Dark Horse one. During the next week, I will have again other Dark Horse. So that one here, I have like maybe 16 of them, and they are 22. No, less than that. Maybe I have like 14 of them on 22.
Mhm.
So this one will continue. After that, that's the 21 and the 22. You need to add that here. They are like 10 of like separate stories. Only 4 of them. After that, you have the 5 King Conans that will go there too. So at this point, even maybe I will be forced to take 3 of them and go there if I want to full it. So it will be full. And here, all the rest there, this is for the next one. So now I have 40 of them. We still have 35 to being pressed. 3 or 4 of them are waiting to the store. This is impossible to put all of them at the same place on the same stage already.
Buy a wider shelf.
Hold on. I got to make a comment here. Hold on.
I will.
Sassy's jerk arrived. She's a happy girl. Bird, why didn't you tell us 18 was showing up?
Thank you, Battlefield, for the information. Now, it's exactly what I was waiting for. But you need to understand that right now, for all the comics, the Conan comics I will receive, it will even 3 stage will not be enough. And I will when my girlfriend will arrive here. Maybe we'll stay here together in the basement for 2 or 3 months. But after that, we'll move in another apartment. So I have a lot of shelves in my locker right now waiting.
Okay.
I have a bibliothèque of 4,000 books in the locker. I have a piano. I have mini bibliotheques like that. They are all waiting for the stuff. And I will be forced to buy other shelves anyway. So I will buy exactly what I need for that. But I think that the Savage Sword of Conan, they will be, I have a really big double shelves at the locker. And I think that it will be on the top. So it will be like all on the same shelves. The 75 ones will be all together. But for now, this is a temporary situation.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Okay.
like 6 other trade paperback of Jonah Hex already paid. Then I await that will arrive at home. I have like other of Star Trek comics that I'm waiting. A lot of stuff that I'll know in the postal system. I'm still waiting for them that already paid. Belladonna comics. This is a ripoff of Red Sonja. So instead, she's a redhead Celtic girls, and her family have been killed and raped by the Viking. But this is the same concept, like a kick-ass redhead girls killing barbarian and have his. But she has sex. What's Red Sonja has not as in sex. But Belladonna has a lot of sex.
Read the question.
That's impossible. It's not going to happen. We already spoke about that.
Nothing is impossible because Momo's still looking at you through the window.
But he has no. First, he's not there. Again, the window is not there. And anyway, Momo the Challenger has no impact on my wife. No impact on my wife at all. She's not gonna do the Momo challenge. She's not listening to Momo at all. So you again took the place of DJ Odyssey, Momo the Challenger. I'm not going to tolerate that forever. Momo the Challenger, you are not welcome anywhere. Oh no, you can point. I can point myself. I can point too. You are pointing. I'm pointing too. Look, everybody's able to point. You are not special for that. Oh my, it's Californian gangrene genitals, disgusting challenger. You have no chance. I'm gonna beat you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to challenge. No challenge. I will never. You're disgusting. I will never do your channel. You can show your face close to the camera is not gonna change anything. Stop to do that. Yes. You put your face close to the camera. Do you think it's changed anything? Do you think that people will do the challenge just because your face is closer to the camera? Oh yes, you can do. That's provocation. You provoke people. You think you no? You don't know them kids that would make me do your challenge. It's never gonna happen. Get out of here, Momo the Challenger. Nobody's. This is Momo the Challenger's messing with us. We don't mess with him. Nobody has to the Momo the Challenger to come to crash the stream by kicking DJ ass.
Maybe we should mess with him this way.
DJ, one question. If you're back, I saw there behind Momo on the shelf a statue of Groot, baby Groot. Where did you get it? Where did you get it from?
Walmart.
Oh.
You can push a button on it, it dances.
Martimus Maximus.
I think I know the one I'm talking about.
You are lying, Martimus Maximus. You are lying. That's a lie.
Maybe they fell into a vat of acid and that or something. And
you're lying, Martimus Maximus.
Momo.
Girl Prey, don't do the challenge, okay? Please. It's not because you see his face. It's not because he show his face close to the video, the camera, like that you need to do a challenge.
Can you breathe through the mask well?
Oh yeah, I can breathe.
Okay, so you can wear it instead of a face mask to the store.
Well, I don't know how well it keeps with actually, filtering any of his breath because they're just straight up holes in the nose.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying as a joke, obviously.
Social distancing.
Yes.
You lost the play. You lost DJ Odyssey. You steal his place to the stream to provoke everybody here to make them challenge. Bring them to challenge. You challenge them. I saw you in YouTube, on Twitter. You challenge the people, or I can point to. Look at that. I'm pointing to.
I challenge you, Alexander.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do the challenge. I'm not a crazy one. I'm not gonna hurt myself. Nobody
hiding in your closets tonight, Alexander.
Oh, I don't believe that. There are no place there. You're too fat, Momo the Challenger. Everybody thought that you were like a skinny shit stuff with gangrene in California, but you're just a genital gangrene Californian challenger, and you are not skinny at all. So you have no place in my
yeah. Wait, Bird. What do you mean probed?
Right.
Who's getting probed? Everyone, put your tinfoil hat on.
To probe everybody.
Yeah.
You're don't try to speak Russian with me. This is the only word you are able to say in Russian. I'm able to speak da or two. And you're able to say Kalashnikov too? You think you are a genius? Challengers from California with genital gangrene?
Parlez-vous français?
We'll see if you get Momo the Challenger. I'm not believing that you speak in Russian.
Parlez-vous français?
I prefer not to ask more of this.
Parlez-vous français?
What?
Parlez-vous français?
Oui, je parle français. Momo
Oui.
le Challenger. Oui, je parle français. Ok. Mais je vais te dire une affaire. Je vais te le dire en français. Puis je suis sûr que tu ne comprends pas le français, Momo the Challenger. Je vais te le dire une affaire.
Comment allez-vous, Alexander?
Je ne vais pas faire le Momo Challenge jamais de toute ma vie. De toute ma vie. Jamais.
Merde. I'm lost.
I'm not gonna do the Momo Challenge. Nerd!
Oh,
Look at that. It's not gonna happen. Nerd! What is with genital fixation? There are no genital fixation. The problem is that we are in California, someone that with the unnameable as genital hearing. He never admitted. He refused to admit it, but he has it.
Martimus, basically, it's a long story that nobody will go into
No one
explaining
wants
it.
Monsieur J.D. Brisebois, il parle français. Lui, là, hein, il vient de chez nous aussi, de Montréal.
等叫完打就我的抓多，
中国吃很好喝，
打中啊，
这些很好喝。我的好事很好。
重庆说这种人家这就我你，
Saying curtains and Chinese.
长啊，
I will admit that they're
Challengers, come here. 中国茶很好喝。
啊，说
oh,
你
no, at least a second.
是那当啊，
That's just onomatopoeia.
Alexander, are you still going to the Chinese courses?
I should to start again because I mean it was so much chaos in my schedule and my money needing and all that stuff. You can laugh to kill doom. You can laugh as you want, eh? But that I stopped. But I'm not gonna. I don't give up on Mandarin. I will learn it. It's just a question of time. I will start again, maybe in fall or maybe in winter, which depends on the situation and the virus with my wedding and all that stuff. But it's still, I have my stuff. I have still all my books for them. I have my dictionary. They are just in a box in my closet there.
Okay.
What is
Hey.
this? What is this? What is this?
looks like a bust of Ludwig van Beethoven.
No, exactly. That's a bust, but this is not Ludwig van Beethoven.
Okay, it's Momo's father.
No.
Bach?
No.
Chopin?
Joseph, you know where is this?
No, not really. Look,
It's Gaddafi.
Muammar Gaddafi. Oh, Gaddafi. No.
I got of Gaddafi in Russia. Look at that.
Oh,
Why do you have a bust of Gaddafi?
Because it's funny. I have another one. Okay, try. Maybe Joseph would maybe recognize him. I will add the name here. Who is that?
I was about to say the name was showing.
General Chang.
Who is that?
General Chang.
No, it's far from China.
It's a butt plug.
No, it's not Momo. It's not Momo.
It says butt plug.
No. I mean Eastern Europe.
Is it the from Romania? What was his name?
You are not so far, but this is not there.
Hello, Anna.
This
He
is
says it's Tito.
okay. So that's from a country out of the Warsaw Pact.
So it's
Dude, this is Josep Broz Tito. Is that
Yeah, Tito. Yeah.
So,
Tito Jackson.
Josep
Yeah.
Broz Tito.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try another
Oh,
one.
here we go. It's anti-trekker.
Oh, yes.
Hope you're having a great day, Anna.
we should get 3D printed anti-tracker busts.
Okay, who is that?
Laura Reloaded.
No, he's not that fat. Who's that? Can try it. It's not so hard.
It is.
Okay. Tiki of Doom, you got it. This is Trotsky. I mean, Tiki of Doom is a champion. This is
not a butt plug.
That's Trotsky.
A butt plug.
No, Trotsky.
Butt
And
plug.
I mean, everybody will know that who is this. I mean, that's an easy one. Okay, let's go there. Burrow Prey, no. Stalin, no. Lenin. I have my Lenin. Where is?
Where's your Lenin?
I have a Lenin, but
Hey, Alexander, I got a question. Where's your poster of shirtless Putin?
I don't have it. So it's that. Who is that?
Oh no!
That's an easy
Really,
one.
Marx? Really,
Yes,
Marx?
Marx, exactly. That's you thought Berto Prey just has it. That's a small Karl Marx, but we did it by ourselves. That's homemade. This one is homemade.
You got some weird ass shit.
Okay, another one. That's the last one. Who's that?
Butt plug.
No, that is Lenin.
No, that's not Lenin. Lenin. I have a bust of Lenin, but he's not there inside.
Put the
Stalin.
face closer. Put the face closer. No,
Now put
to
it
the
on
camera.
The camera. I'm trying.
It's a
Is
Star
it
Trek.
Stalin?
Discovery
Is it
Klingon.
Stalin?
No, it's not Stalin. You have no mustache.
It's a Klingork.
No. Should, but Eastern Europe.
Tsar
Whoa.
Nicholas.
World War II.
Darth Vader.
No.
Rostico.
No, it's not Mostico at all. Alex has some weird shit in his business. Not so much. That's not so weird. I bought that when I was in Eastern Europe.
It's the War Doctor.
Nah.
And no, Bert, it's not the Fourth Doctor. I should slap you for that one.
So you fell in a trap.
Is it General Zhukov?
No, that's not Soviet Union. This is Tito again. This is Joseph Broz Tito, but younger during the World War II. You have been trapped. This is a second one, Tito.
So it's Michael Jackson.
40K.
This is again Tito. Look at that.
It's Michael Jackson's brother Tito.
Not sure. This is the Tito. This is a replica of the statue to his mausoleum. I mean, Tito doesn't have so much a mausoleum, but he have he have
Since
money.
Since you have Tito, do you have Jermaine?
No. Okay, I will show you another abuse, and you'll say to me if you know who it is.
Okay, this one we know.
This one we can accept.
This is
The card.
709.
It's Janeway.
It's It's the girlfriend. It's the girlfriend of Rafi, musiker.
At some point, yeah.
Rafi's girlfriend.
Rafi Musiker's girlfriend.
709.
So sorry, Alexander. She likes women now. You have no chance.
Oh, that's a funny one. Look at that.
Mortimus asks, "Is your wife going to let you keep your figurines?"
Oh, that's his Kim Jong-un.
Yes, that's a funny one. We had the possibility in the old Quebec, they were selling packed of two. You were able to have Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump. They were selling them in pack of two, but you have the possibility to buy them individually. But it was so much creating. It's a ball when you have snow inside.
So we all found out that Alexander likes to play with balls.
No,
Kim Jong-un and Kim Jong-dos.
Yeah. Look at that. Nothing more. Oh, that's the last thing I will show to you because this is important.
It's not important.
Alexander has statues and figurines of historical figures. I have Transformers on my shelf.
And now he has his Hooters plane.
Yes. I have a lot of Transformer in my room too.
Hail Sith Lord.
That's a good one. It's a great one. This is what's his name? Uther's Airline.
Mortimus, on those streams, there is nothing like TMI.
Yeah. I'm just glad I don't have a camera connected to my computer.
Which Transformer you have?
I got a few. I got pretty much. Let's see. I got Masterpiece, Optimus Prime, Masterpiece Sideswipe, MP10 Masterpiece.
We'll try to show them properly. Look at that.
And then I've got a bunch of. I got G1 Prime. I've got G1.
What the fuck? Or try it better.
Alexander, your room looks like a room of a teenager.
Thank you. Look at that.
Ooh, look.
You got that ad up there. What the hell?
It's a Metallurg. That's the Metroplex there. After that, you have Omega Supreme.
Nice.
You have the AT-AT.
I've been thinking about getting some third-party stuff because Hasbro just makes crap stuff now.
Nope. And that.
Oh, I got
The Batmobile here.
a nice 90s style Batmobile too.
Do you can you see Ultra Magnus there?
I can.
Now that will try to show you my Triptychon
Oh,
and
nice.
Unicron.
Yep, I have that Unicron as well.
Oh, and that's a turtle bank.
No, it's half a turtle.
That's a turtle bank. That's great.
That's right. Lord knows it's called an AT-AT, not an AT-AT. It's AT-AT.
AT-AT. That's the one.
I call it.
Rooming an AT-AT.
I call it clutter.
My wife, Martinez Maximus, my wife saw my room, and she said that it's good.
Horrible Nation is watching Katie Sackhoff live right
Hey,
now.
PJ, how's it going?
Hey, PJ. Hello there.
DJ.
Well,
Jesus,
anyway,
that was
I'm going to
weird.
get going because I got to get to the store and get back because over on Hanstar's channel tonight is Name That Tune, and I've got to try to win the thing
What do you get if you win?
to go on to the finals.
And what happens if you win the finals? Please don't say self-respect. That's just
I just get to be the person that won season 2 of Name That Tune. But I have stiff and tough competition tonight because I have to go against Mary Mayhem and Mandy and Dark Gift Comics. And Sith Lord says I am not going to win. But I am Sith. I'm going to win it. But I want to thank everybody for showing up today.
Yeah. Before you wrap up, Bert, when are you streaming?
Bert should be going on here probably in an hour or so, I'd bet. I don't know.
5. It will be there. It will be there. Try, Bert, to try to be careful because we never know when Momo Challenger can show up on your streams, and you know all the damage you can do.
Yeah, I think Momo's stalking you now, Alexander.
Yes, he's always like that. I mean, he's challenged everybody, and he tried to bring people to be hurt by challenging them. It's really a problem. I mean, since the day in California when he decided to not cure his genital gangrene, before he was like an asshole. Of course, it was like a disgusting human being. But after that, when he attacked his brain and he became a crazy challenger, challenging everybody. I mean, fuck. What the fuck?
Oh, although I just posted with my alternate channel, I have a stream on that channel in an hour.
Stop that. No more challengers. Stop that.
Did you put it into the chat? I'm not sure if I'm subscribed.
Typed it with using my other channel.
No more challenger. You are really a dangerous person, and we'll not let you create problems.
Or PJ, I had New York pizza this weekend.
Don't try. I'm not gonna do the challenge. Nope. Nope. No, I'm not gonna do the challenge. Nope. No chance in hell. It's not gonna happen.
Casting the shadows. Okay, but the problem is where's the
PJ, if Berta Prey, you and I can all go to a pizzeria, get free pizza during the show there.
Take up Doom, please. Take up Doom, please. We will not let Momo Challenger win. He's not gonna win the battle.
They're not going to give you the free pizza though if you show a figure of Mario and Bird keeps saying it's Mario.
Yeah, I found the channel as well. Yeah, I subscribed.
Thanks.
Perfect.
But anyway, folks, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. It was a very interesting stream.
We managed to make through it without it being taken down, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
good thing, definitely, and definitely a goodbye to Rocksolid, whom I discussed on the through the chat, and yeah, to all the guys in the chat and to you on the panel here as well. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much, Joseph. Thank you very much.
Take care, guys.
Remember, Alexander, watch the window.
I'm always watching the window.
You know, just have like a gun